Choosing the right spinning reel can make all the difference on the water, and the best models deliver smooth casting, strong drag, and long-lasting durability. Designed for anglers who want reliability and performance in every catch, these reels help you fish with confidence. Here are the best 5 spinning reels that combine strength, precision, and value for every fishing adventure. Links to all products are mentioned in the description below. Let's get started at number 5. KastKing Centron Spinning Reels. The moment you pick it up, you feel something special. This little reel is impossibly light, yet screams strength from every angle. KastKing took everything we love about premium reels and squeezed it into the size of your palm without sacrificing an ounce of power. 17.5 pounds of drag hides inside a body that weighs less than a cold soda, ready to stop trophy fish or tame the wildest runs under the ice. That CNC machined aluminum spool gleams like jewelry, drilled for lightness and grooved inside to keep lubricant exactly where it belongs, so every cast stays buttery smooth, even after hours in freezing wind. Turn the handle, and 9 shielded stainless steel ball bearings, plus that instant anti-reverse roller bearing, sing together in perfect harmony. The hardened metal shaft and precision-cut brass gears feel unbreakable, transferring every crank directly into raw fighting power. The 5.2.1 gear ratio is quick enough to rip jigs through the water column, yet still gives you the torque to horse big perch, crappie, or walleye away from structure. Line peels off the power launch lip with almost no resistance, flying farther than you expect from such a tiny package, while the narrow graphite frame keeps everything perfectly balanced so your wrist never tires. Choose the stealthy black-blue Centron when you want pure performance, or grab the icy white-blue Centron Lite with its genius collapsible handle that folds flat for storage in your jacket pocket and snaps back solid the second you need it. Both versions look stunning on any rod, but the light version turns heads on the ice like a glowing beacon. The spool holds plenty of line despite the miniature size, and the drag clicks with authority when a fish surges, giving you total control without ever sticking or hesitating. Whether you're punching through 8 inches of ice for panfish or chasing trout in a mountain stream, this reel makes every trip more fun because it simply refuses to be the weak link. It's the kind of tool that makes you want to fish longer, cast more, and smile every time a fish hits, because you know the reel can handle whatever comes next. From the moment you flip the bail to the second you net your catch, everything feels premium, responsive, and delightfully overbuilt for the price. Pros: ultra smooth, insane drag, feather light, and perfect balance. Cons: small capacity and loud clicker. Number 4. Piscifun NautiX Spinning Reel. The first thing that hits you when you lift the Piscifun NautiX out of the box is how solid it feels, like someone carved it from a single block of aircraft-grade aluminum and then decided to make it angry at fish. Every surface is cold, hard metal where it matters most. The body, the rotor cage, the thick stainless main shaft, even the drive gear that's been CNC cut and oxide hardened until it laughs at corrosion. Yet somehow the carbon rotor keeps the whole package surprisingly light on the rod, so your arm stays fresh even after a full day of chucking heavy lures into the surf. Crank it once, and 8 sealed stainless bearings, plus that extra one-way clutch spin with a whisper that makes you lean in just to be sure it's actually turning. The 6.0.1 ratio on the smaller models rips line back fast enough for burning bucktails over grass flats, while the 5.4.1 in the big 5,000 and 6,000 sizes gives you the muscle to winch cobia off pilings or stop a redfish bulldogging for the mangroves. Then you tighten the drag knob and feel 33 pounds of triple-disc carbon fury ready to punish anything that dares run. It comes on progressive and glassy, never jerks, never sticks, just pure controlled violence sealed behind IPX5 waterproofing and 4 strategic rubber rings that shrug off crashing waves like they were never happened. The handle is a thick chunk of machined aluminum screwed directly into the drive gear, topped with a fat EVA knob that stays glued to your palm even when it's coated in salt slime and fish blood. Flip the bail and the line roller spins without a hint of wobble, while the angled spool lip and spherical drag washer design send line out in tight coils that fly forever. Piscifun even sculpted the drag knob with slanted edges so stray line can't wrap around it during chaotic fights under the boat. Everything about the reel screams overbuilt for the real world. Pounding surf, screaming runs, long battles in nasty conditions, and it still looks brand new seasons later because salt simply can't get inside. Drop it in a rod holder on a beach cart, bounce it down a jetty, or lock it onto your favorite inshore rod, and it never complains. The NautiX doesn't just survive saltwater. It dominates it while feeling smoother than reels twice the price. From chasing flounder in the bays to tangling with bull reds at the inlet, this reel turns every trip into a love letter to big fish chaos. Pros: beast drag, silky retrieval, salt-proof build, and zero flex. Cons: slightly heavy and clicker loud. Number 3. Fishdrops BE1000 Spinning Reel. The instant you close your fist around it, you feel the impossible. A reel that weighs barely more than a handful of lures, yet feels carved from pure confidence. Fishdrops took a whisper-thin graphite frame, reinforced it with industrial nylon strong enough to survive a drop onto rocks, and then hollowed out almost every gram that wasn't strictly necessary. The result is a feather that somehow refuses to float away when a fish hits. At 7.5 ounces, the BE1000 series practically disappears on the rod, letting you flick ultralight lures all day, or swing bigger baits without your wrist ever waving the white flag. Spin the handle, and 13 buttery ball bearings explode into motion so quiet, you'll check twice to make sure the bail actually closed. The one-way clutch snaps solid with zero backplay, and the stainless main shaft transfers every turn straight into the precision brass gears without a hint of slop. You can choose lightning-fast 5.5.1 pickup for ripping spinnerbaits across the surface, or drop to the deep-cranking 4.7.1 when you need torque to pull bass out of thick weeds. Either way, the carved honeycomb aluminum spool launches line in long, tight spirals thanks to those big perforated holes that cut weight and wind resistance at the same time. Then the drag engages, and 22 pounds of pure stopping power growls to life, smooth as glass from the first click all the way to lockdown. The sealed carbon washers never hesitate, never fade, even when a surprise carp turns your quiet pond session into a backyard rodeo. Salt spray, muddy banks, or an accidental swim in the river don't faze the high-density body. Corrosion simply can't find a foothold. Swap the beefy aluminum handle left or right in seconds, grip the soft EVA knob slick with fish slime, and keep cranking because this reel was born ready for chaos. From tiny mountain creeks chasing native brookies to windy piers throwing metal jigs for Spanish mackerel, the little BE1000 punches so far above its price tag, it almost feels unfair. It looks fast, feels faster, and somehow keeps asking for more abuse long after other budget reels would have cried uncle. This is the reel you buy once, fish everywhere, and then wonder why anyone would ever pay more. Pros: featherlight, silky operation, strong drag, and tough body. Cons: basic finish and small handle. Number 2. KastKing Sharky III Fishing Spinning Reel. The first time you palm a KastKing Sharky III, you almost laugh out loud because it feels like someone glued a big game reel's soul into a featherweight body. The graphite frame is so loaded with carbon fiber reinforcement that it feels denser and tougher than metal, yet the entire reel floats in your hand like it forgot gravity exists. Pick it up, give the handle a slow turn, and 10 double-shielded stainless bearings, plus that instant lock anti-reverse purr, so quietly you can hear your own heartbeat between clicks. Then you remember this same reel is hiding almost 40 pounds of triple-disc carbon drag, and suddenly the room feels smaller. That oversized stainless main shaft is thicker than most reels, twice the size, feeding power straight into manganese brass gears that refuse to strip even when a striper or snook decides to live under the boat. The KISS waterproofing system seals the body, rotor, and even the spool itself so well that you can dunk the whole reel in a bucket of salt water, pull it out, and it still spins like it just came off the showroom shelf. Spray, rain, or a rogue wave crashing over the bow. Nothing gets inside to ruin your day. Flip the shark fin braid-ready spool, and you'll notice there's zero need for monobacking. The machined grooves grip braid on the first wrap, and the rubber ring keeps it from ever slipping. Line pours off in perfect coils, sailing so far you'll swear the reel added 20 yards to your cast. The drag itself is a living thing. It starts silky for the head shakes, then stacks harder the farther a fish runs, until all 39.5 pounds lock down like a bank vault. Yet, it never sticks or stutters, just pure, reliable fury you can trust when a personal best fish is melting line off the spool. From pounding surf for stripers to dragging big peacock bass out of jungle cover, the Sharky III treats every environment like a playground. It looks mean in matte black and gold, cranks like a dream, and somehow costs less than a couple tanks of gas. This isn't just the best reel in its price range, it's the reel that makes you question why anyone pays double or triple for less performance. Pros: monster drag, silky retrieval, fully sealed and braid ready. Cons: handle wobble. Number 1, and the winner, is KastKing Spartacus II. Dirty cone fin tari tuning to kintu spinning reel. The moment it lands in your glove on a sub-zero morning, you feel the chill of the reel doesn't. While everything else turns sluggish in the cold, the Spartacus II spins like it's sipping hot coffee. That reinforced graphite body is so saturated with strength, it feels almost damp to the touch, yet it weighs next to nothing. Perfect for the tiny ice rods in 500 and 1000 sizes that disappear under a shelter wall. Give the striker green handle a half turn, and 7 shielded stainless bearings, plus the instant anti-reverse, sing a quiet, glassy note that cuts straight through the howling wind outside the hut. The triple-disc carbon drag is sealed so thoroughly behind KastKing's KISS system that slush, spray, and borehole splash simply bead up and roll away. 22 pounds of stopping power hides inside this little gladiator, ready to choke a trophy pike the second it surges for the bottom of the hole. The oversized stainless main shaft and Hamai-cut brass gears laugh at the torque when you're cranking a heavy tungsten through 8 feet of water column. And the ceramic line roller keeps braid or mono gliding without a single ice groove or freeze up all day long. Out on open water, the same reel transforms. Pair the 3000 or 4000 with a medium-light rod, and it still feels featherweight while tossing crankbaits for walleye or drifting live bait for catfish. The Sure Grip EVA knob stays glued to your fingers even when they're numb from spray, and the aggressive green and black armor looks ready to fight long after sunset. Line flows off the sealed aluminum spool in perfect coils. The bail snaps shut with authority, and the drag breathes smooth from feathery clicks to full lockdown without ever hesitating. This is the reel you grab when the forecast looks ugly, when the lake is angry, when the ice is thick, and the fish are deeper than your auger is long. It costs pocket change compared to the big-name ice guns, yet performs like it studied under them for years. Tough, sealed, stupidly smooth, and dressed like a warrior, the Spartacus II turns every outing into victory. Pros: ice-ready, sealed drag, ultra-light and tough gears. Cons: basic clicker. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss our latest tech reviews and updates. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.